Maybe we'll see more small businesses that really are capability focused because it's such a gamble if you really go all in on one customer and that customer gets all their budget wiped out. But I don't know. Like you said, a lot of times it happens. I've talked to so many people that they started their business based on where they were, whether that was state or justice or CMS or wherever. That's just where they were, and that's where they started. Farm Credit Administration, the U.S. Office of Special Counsel. I never thought about it when I was working there as a federal employee that like they don't do any contracting work. Like their budgets are non-existent. But I didn't think about that back then.
I remember there was a program manager that we were horse trading, for lack of a better term, positions like, hey, so you could take all these .NET things and I'll take all this cybersecurity stuff, then you don't have to worry about it. And so, and it actually ended up working out really well for us over time, where we pivoted from just saying, hey, listen, we know a customer, versus saying, I think it'd be a good idea if we stop spending a bunch of time doing these things and let's focus on being experts at this thing. And so 10 years later, yeah, beneficial.
Does the shutdown and all of this, does it change the advice you would give somebody if they said, hey, should I get into GovCon? Does it change what you would tell them? Mike, would you tell them something different?
I was given Amina the opportunity to answer. So I I I personally love GovCon. I know that sounds crazy, and um, I'm not being insincere. I like competitive things. I'm competitive by nature. So I think it's each person, right? I think that there are probably a lot of people who are in GovCon to own one, who I would tell that you probably don't want to really own one once you realize all the additional things you have to do, right? Like the idea of I'm gonna get an 8A and sell it for $100 million or whatever the fantasy was. I think that's a bygone era, right? And so it depends, right? Some people might have the right stuff or a solution or a skill set that is hard to find, and they happen to have a pocket niche of 5 or 6 people that do this thing, and those people decide to get together and do a company. Then of course, like great things could come in the services industry.